for Alex Donohoe. Well, Tom Rowland with the 9-year-old by Quality Boy. Heraldic, the dam sire, bred by Matthias Bear, owned by Joe Hanman and Alison Sharp, based in Gloucestershire, riding Quintilius for Tom. He's about to come down the centre line now. And these two very much stepping up to 4-star Long. Finished inside the top 10 in the 8 and 9-year-olds at Blenheim, their last run before here. Very good round on the cross country for them. Also did the 4-star shorts at Hartbury, Barbary and Houghton Hall. Now coming here with this 9-year-old. Fairly good start for them. We're just catching up with a few of Tom's scores. Again, a few marks missing, but now back. And it's 27.4. Currently puts him into about 9th place. And watching the walk, the pirouettes were good. The walk, I think, could have had a little bit more ground cover, a little bit more relaxation. Good pick up into the canter. Nice and forwards to the bridle. Medium walk just was a little bit anticipating. But then the canter good, the collected canter transitions. Now to the flying change. And late behind. Just lacked a little bit of preparation. The canter was a little bit flat going into the flying change. And activating the hind leg. 4.5 for the flying change because of the late stride behind. They're very expensive and it will drop the mark down. Let's see if he can do here. It'll be interesting how the judges mark that, because from here, from this angle, what the horse did was that little skip with the hind leg, and the range of marks pretty exactly how I thought they would be split in their thinking. And we have a 6 and a 7, so it's interesting just where they're sitting, exactly what they see from the different angles. But a good test there. When you got an itch, you got an itch. But interestingly, from different angles, they see different things.
All right.
Good morning, Tom.
How are you? You found us.
That's fine.
Your English is really good.
It's not good.
Good to meet you. You all right? How's it going?
Hey.
11th place. Well, now it is Tom Rowland. Tom with Quintilius. Quintilius with a dressage of 27.9. A pretty good dressage for these two. They're usually pretty good in the dressage phase. And Quintilius is owned by Joe Hanman and Alison Sharp. Another one.
Dus op dit moment drie combinaties in het parcours. NATIONENCUP uit Zwitserland. En zal zodanig in het hoogtrein opkomen. En Roland verder binnen dit spier. Snel verder in het traject.
Life, and he does a jolly good job.
Here's Tom at 4.
Very good position, very good balance, and super through that. Hope he's suspicious of this next fence, and then if he is, he'll stay in that very good, ready for trouble balance that he had done through that whole combination.
I find it interesting that when we get to international competitions, there's hardly an empty hand.
It's that time of day.
Tom Rowland with Quintilius coming down to the rail ditch and Arrowhead.
I'm so impressed, Tom. Well done. I thought you were going straight, and again you gave it that tiny second wait before you made your turn. So the pumpkin was out the way and your horse could see, even though he only had a stride left to see. Very, very well ridden. The white bit in his horse's mouth, by the look of it, usually implies they've pretty sensitive mouths and they're not really hard pullers. But this horse is getting a lovely move on, keeping. I thought, what a funny thing to have two Toblerones, but we haven't. We've only got one. Christian Landau, very often head of ground juries, sought after dressage judge, having been an international rider himself. And Tom just finding this softness with this horse. Yes, he's flying, but he's found a lovely way, a lovely partnership. Everything looks soft, not hard and brittle. But he's still got this horse in control, and I better not speak too soon because we've got these two corners coming up now, and he hasn't slowed down a lot. He's trusted his horse to stick on the line, which he has so far.
To ride here before she was 50. She is 49, turns 50 next year, and she's here and she's lying right up the leaderboard as Tom Rowland, hands and heels, galloping towards home on Quintilius, and he's checked the clock. How close is he? 10:08. He's got 8 seconds to get home.
He might just do it. Hang on tight.
Not quite.
Not quite. Ooh, wow, thank goodness for that though, because when you're in a hurry into the last fence, that's when it can go wrong. He hasn't missed it by much. It's an absolutely lovely run, and he will be thrilled to bits.
Well, stopping the clock, 29.9 goes into 9th place now, just behind Lena Forsberg and Kaizen on 29.4. It's very, very... on 34.3 and will finish in 12th place at least. From one British rider to another, just cantering around the arena in his final preparation. It is Tom Rowland, Tom with Joe Hanman and Alison Sharp's Quintilius. It's a 9-year-old gelding by Quality Boy. Heraldic lines in the breeding. Just 2 time faults on the cross country. Really rode a fast finish, but just over the time allowed. Tom Rowland, Quintilius for Great Britain, starting in 9th place on 29.9.
So much to lose in this next 80 odd seconds. So much to gain. You just don't know how hard your horse is going to try for you. You've done your training, you've done what you can. really getting up in the air over the oxes. Not sure if the uprights are going to find their way to his hind legs or not. We'll see. Super there. And very careful at that upright. So to produce a triple bar before you come down to a treble spreads the horse out, and you've now got to spend this time here getting them back together so they can be agile through the treble. And I hope they all stayed up. Spencer, you might have seen more than I.
Yeah.
But that looked terrific. Tom did a lovely job on the cross country yesterday. There was a real softness about the way he rode, and yet still it was a fast round. Super. Oh, I don't believe it. Where did that come from? I thought that was the most lovely jump.
Well, the last goes, and also time faults to add for Quintilius. It's 2 times, so he completes with 6 in the show jumping. The last fence goes and 2 time, finishes on 35.9 and drops him down from 9th into 13th place so far. One pole is so costly. A time fault is so costly. We're now into the top 8, and on 29.4, it's Lena Forsberg.